First one is a 5-3-7-3 breathwork. You're going to breathe in for a count of 5, hold for a count of 3, breathe out for a count of 7, and hold for a count of 3. Then you'll repeat this entire process for 5 breaths. For the next one, you'll have a neck drop. For this, you'll bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then from there, you're going to breathe in for 5, hold for 3, breathe out for 7, and hold for 3 for a count of 2 breaths. Then you'll take your left ear to your left shoulder and you'll repeat the same 5-3-7-3 breath work for 2 breaths. You'll then take your chin and your eyes up to the sky, drop your head back, and you'll hold this for a count of 5-3-7-3 breath work for 2 breaths. Lastly, you'll bring your chin down into your chest, roll your nose forward, and you'll take the same breath work of 5-3-7-3 for 2 breaths here. You're going to hold middle child's pose for 2 breaths. You'll put your toes together and your knees apart. Sit your hips back down towards your heels and then walk your hands out in front of you. You'll rest your forehead here on the ground for 2 breaths. Then we're going to left child's pose. You'll walk your hands over to the left side of your body, and again, you'll hold this here for 2 breaths, pushing those hips back down towards your heels. For right child's pose, you'll do the exact same thing that you did on the left side, but just walk your hands over to the right. You'll stay here for 2 deep breaths. For this one, you're going to come back into child's pose, bring your palms together and then your thumbs to the back of your neck. Hold for 2 breaths. You're going to place one hand in the center of your body, and then the opposite hand is going to reach up to the sky, and then what you're going to do is you're going to reach it through to the other side, almost tucking your nose into your armpit. For shoulder drop, you're going to start with your hands underneath your shoulders, and then you're going to move one hand more out to the side. Whatever hand is pushed out to the side, you're going to slowly drop that shoulder down to the ground and turn your nose away from the shoulder. Nice and slow, dropping ear to floor. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. You'll do this for 3 counts with nice deep breaths as you go. For cat-cow, you'll start with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your chest. When you inhale, you're going to push your chest away from the ground and create an arch in your back. And then when you breathe out, you're going to drop your chest and your belly towards the ground and lift your chin up. You'll repeat this for a count of 5 breaths total each. For runner's rocks, we're going to start in a kneeling position, and then you're going to place both hands on the inside of the foot that's up. You're going to start by pressing your hips forward towards the ground, and then as you come back, you'll take a deep breath in, and then breathe out as you drop the hips. Breath in as you push the hips back, breath out as you drop them forward, and then you'll just repeat the same thing on the other side for a total of 5 breaths on each side, or 5 rocks each side. For high pigeon, what you're going to do is you could start in a high plank, and then you're going to pull one knee towards the same hand. You're going to try and get that knee right behind the hand, and then we want the shin to be more parallel instead of our foot coming back underneath our body. And then you're going to go ahead and lift your body up, and you're going to hold as high as you can. You can use a book or something else to help you prop up, or you can just kind of relax your hands on top of your knee and your foot. And you can see from this angle, another way to get into it, you're going to hold this here for 3 deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. For low pigeon, you're going to set up the exact same way that you did in high pigeon, but here we're going to use some props. So books would work, a blanket will work, whatever works here. But we're just going to relax our head down towards the ground. If that's easy, you can go ahead, not use a prop, and stack 2 fists on top of each other, and you'll hang out here. Or if that's still pretty easy, you're not feeling a deep enough stretch, what you can do is just go ahead and stack your hands together and then relax your forehead on top of your hands. You're going to hold this one for a count of 5 deep breaths on each side. We really just kind of want to relax into this stretch here. After your 5 deep breaths, you're going to switch sides, set up the exact same way, and then feel free to start how you originally did, where you're either using a higher prop, 2 fists, or your hands. For butterfly stretch, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, and then you're going to try and scoot those heels in as close to your body as you can. Interlace your fingers around your feet, and then we're going to have a nice big chest, focusing on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for 3 breaths. For our glute bridge pose, you're going to lay flat on your back, bend your knees, and then we are going to drive our heels into the ground, and we're going to push our hips up to the sky. You're going to stay here at the very top for 3 deep breaths. For supine twist, you'll bring one knee up to your chest, give it a nice tug in, and then you're going to pull it to the opposite side. Once you've pulled it over to the side, you're going to splay both of your arms out like a T. And the focus here is to try and keep both shoulders on the ground rather than over torquing the back. You're going to relax here for 3 breaths each on each side. And then what you'll do is you'll just swap legs, bring it back up to your chest, and then pull it back to the other side, teeing out the arms and focusing on the shoulders. For this last one, what you're going to do is just lay on the ground, relax everything into the floor, open up your hands, close your eyes, and then you're just going to take a slow, deep 5 breaths. And we're just really focusing on relaxing and winding down here.